So I don't know what happened. And it seemed like I wasn't seeing any of your guys's, oh, wait, how am I doing 2 streams at once? Deja vu. Yeah. Hey, what's up? Hey, what's going on, Pink-Eyed? Christian Perez, how's it going? Yeah, I don't know who that JT guy... Oh, yeah, he's right here, yeah. I don't know who he is and why he's trolling around, but... Tell you, man. I'm an Italian with a temper, and that's not something you want to mess with. Yeah, it seems like I have 2 streams running for some reason. And I have no idea how to stop this one. I think it just stops on its own or something like that. Do you like Umbrella? Not even sure what that is. Keep that other stream up and see how long YouTube was. Let's go live forever. No, because I've had this happen to me before. It'll just stop, I think. But just think about it. If you went live forever, great opportunity for your channel. True. True. I don't think that's what would happen, though. Who asked about Umbrella? Oh, wait a minute. I think this JT guy, I think he's one of Brian's trolls. So what's going on, Zach? Are you getting ready for the holiday? I suppose so. Hey, Andrew. Yeah, I don't know what to do with this other stream. Like I know I've had this happen to me before. And, you know, that's why I wasn't, seeing your guys' comments, because the internet was messing up, so there you go. I wonder when Metallica will release the second single from their upcoming album. That is a good question. Hopefully, well, I would imagine maybe in January. And then we'll probably get a third single in either February or March, and then the album. I mean, hopefully they don't spoil half the album. I don't do Spotify, Christian. Maybe Metallica's give us Christmas present and release their new single on Christmas. Maybe. You got Spotify? Cool. Did you get your girl a Christmas present yet? Not yet. Hey, Zach. Hey, what's going on, Brian? Now, I think that's the real Brian, because I've noticed that he's a mod. That's how I can tell the difference between the two. Hey, what's going on, Jeremy Spade? Yeah, there was a fake Brian account in here earlier. Because obviously I wouldn't mod some, you know, fake account. I wonder if someone pretends to be me. Don't give them any ideas, Andrew. Brian, don't listen to Zach. Yeah, I don't know why you're not showing up as a mod. Let me see. Add moderator. Let's see if that worked. How am I doing, Zach? I'm doing fine, man. No one could be me or you, Andrew. Hey, welcome, Max Palmer. Brian, why are you annoying? No one can impersonate us because we are awesome beyond words. But yeah, that new Metallica song, pretty good. I know that some people were comparing it to the sound of their debut, which, again, you know, that's cool. That, you know, that's what the song reminded them of. But I never really saw it that way. You know, I do think it's better than most of the stuff on Hardwired, though. So yeah, there is that. I showed up. Maybe I just said the magic words just now. Yeah, maybe. Did you see the music video? Yeah, I did. That's actually how I listened to this song. Hopefully Metallica new album will not be a disappointment. If the new Metallica album is anything like the single, then it'll probably be good. What up? Hey, what's going on, Prison Metaler? I can't wait for Metallica's new album. Same here. It's easily my most anticipated album of 2023. Hardwired, some good tracks. I could just had some tracks that could be completely cut out of it. Yeah, I agree with that. Hopefully we don't get any more loader reloads in Metallica's future. See, I actually wouldn't mind if we got like another Load album. Like maybe they'll name the third Load album like Overload or something. I don't know. I think that'd be cool. I mean, I actually don't mind the Load and Reload albums. I think I like them more than most people do. Reload. Yeah, maybe. I'm working on my sophomore album and I can't decide whether I do an album or EP. That's up to you, Max. My brother said he heard a lot of saying Metallica new single. It's better than Megadeth's new album. Actually, I agree with your brother there. Or what he has heard anyways. That new Megadeth album, I will admit, I do like, but I don't love it. I haven't really returned to it in a while, actually. No more Load albums. I just finished up on my next end of the year video. It's coming at midnight. Gotta test it out first, of course. I got you. The vocals on that new single sound fixed. Yeah, maybe. Like I said, I think it's maybe the best thing that they've done in years. Or it's better than anything on Hardwired, or most of what's on Hardwired anyway. Maximum Overload will be the name. Nice. How many years do you think will be between 72 seasons and the next album? I'm not sure. I mean, this might actually be Metallica's last album, but who knows? It might be, it might not be. I don't know. I mean, they've been at it for what, 40 years now? I mean, that's how long they've been a band, right? Like maybe close to, yeah, somewhere around then. Brian, it's not the end of the year. I'm pretty sure it is pink-eyed. You know, this is around the time when everyone's doing their end of the year lists. Because I've been dropping them really slowly lately. Yeah, I think I heard somewhere before 27, or not 27, that's going to be confusing. 72 seasons got announced. I heard that that the wait for the next Metallica album wouldn't be as long as it was for Hardwired. I forgot to put people saying that he heard a lot of... Oh, I already read that. Metallica Zach load. It's December, so it is the end of the year, yeah. How many years does Metallica have left in them? That's the question. They're getting pretty old now. Yeah, that is a good question. I mean, is it possible that they could release 1 or 2 more albums after this one? Absolutely, but I doubt that they'll have more than 5 albums left. That I doubt. So it's over 17 and a half minutes of a video. Oh, wow. Why not do your end of the year list in January? Because what if something drops on New Year's and you're kind of screwed? I mean, you could, but I mean, what releases on New Year's? Let's be honest. December is the end of the year, yeah. I agree. Where do these people get their education? Lars says he hopes Metallica will be around for another 20 years, so let's hope... Wow, okay, I didn't hear him say that. That's cool. Yeah, so Metallica, they might have a few more albums left in them. Let me see. How many more albums do you see Red making? Maybe... I would imagine a few, at least. Common sense is lacking, yeah. Well, it's good to see there's more people here this time. How many more albums do you see Megadeth making? Probably like a few as well. I don't know. Metallica will probably release 2 more albums after 72 seasons. I can see it. That's because it's just not for me anymore. Password. I gotcha. I feel like Red would make at least a minimum of 3 more, maybe 4. Yeah, maybe. I hope Metallica has kind of gotten better. I think they've learned from their mistakes and not do another Saint Anger or Death Magnetic. Yeah. I mean, I don't hate those albums, but they're definitely their worst. Yu-Gi-Oh! Or Pokemon, not really into either of them. What do you think of the new Metallica album cover? That's one of the things that I'm actually not that crazy about. I don't know what that album cover is, but it's kind of stupid, but whatever. How many more albums do you see Breaking Benjamin making? Well, Well, we all know what would happen when they call it quits. You know, you'll start to see people really lose their minds because you know how crazy their fan base is. Because, you know, you even get looked at funny if they're not your favorite band, so there is that. What's your personal opinion on the current As I Lay Dying situation? When do you think their downfall was and why? I assume you mean the situation with Tim. Yeah. I mean, I know he's came out and apologized for everything, and for me, I'm just like, just let it go, you know. That's kind of my take on it, you know. Just move on. I don't download my music player. I got you. I don't think Metallica has had a good album ever since the Black Album, and that's saying something because it was just a black Cobra on it. Yeah, I hear you. We are getting a new King Cobra. I never checked out King Cobra. BRB's testing my new end of the year video out. Okay, cool, man. What's gonna happen to the Red fans when Red calls it quits? I don't know. That's a good question. I mean, the fans are not as passionate as Breaking Benjamin fans are, you know, so a lot of them might just be like, I'll stick to what they already have out. So, I don't know. We'll see. We'll have to see. Definitely check out the band, King Cobra, one of the more underrated bands of the 1980s. Okay. I mean, they have a cool band name, so yeah, I'm kind of intrigued to check them out, so. Now, if Demon Hunter calls it quits, that'll be the day. I think a lot of fans would lose it. Not gonna lie, I'd probably be sad myself, obviously, but, you know. But I know Demon Hunter said that they also want to continue for at least 20 more years or so. Zach, if I haven't told you already, but I already know what my favorite albums of the year are. Cool, man. Yeah, my end of the year list hasn't really changed much. I'd probably still say that Demon Hunter's Exile is my album of the year. But even then, that album, I feel like I'm kind of exiled out, if that makes sense. I think I've had enough of that album for a little while. Because, you know, ever since it released, ever since the singles, and just pretty much ever since this album cycle, that's just been the majority of what I've been listening to. And I still do listen to that stuff from time to time, but I mean, I can't get enough of it. I really can't. And that's the way it is every time Demon Hunter has released a new album. It's been the majority of what I've listened to. You know, I don't know what it is about their music that just captivates me. You know, I mean, they're a great band. I mean, that just goes to show. Multiple singers. First singer is the best, but he is a chick now. Huh. Do you check out unpopular independent rock and metal artists? Sometimes. There is a site called Space on Travel that I used to check out. There's some independent or, you know, smaller bands on there. I'm still double live. Interesting. What is going on in the other stream? Just nothing? Actually, I'll check it out. Yeah, I have no idea what's going on with that. I don't use Spotify. The new Psycho Center albums. Or my albums of the year, just kidding. Ugh. Don't do that to me, Max. What kind of music platform do you use? I've been using iTunes nowadays, mostly with just CD import. That, I mean, I'm old school like that, you know. I don't really listen to music digitally. I mean, I do, but it's because of a CD, you know. I make a digital myself, you know, with the CD import. It's like watching Auto Avocado. Oh gosh. I mean, I think I've tried to use Spotify one time, and it just wasn't for me. Spotify, Pandora, and Amazon Music. Cool. You want to bring back Napster? Never know, right? I mean, I never used Napster. I mean, obviously, I was very young when that went out, so. That dude is weird. I don't know what's happened to him. Wait, who are we talking about? Thought Spotify was some kind of Apple Music. Yeah. Well, that's kind of like iTunes, ain't it? Oh yeah, yeah, that guy is weird. I mean, I don't follow him. I just know that he's weird from the videos that the Prison Meddler has reacted to. His reactions are pretty funny. Is there any hard rock bands you like today? I don't really listen to a lot of modern rock. Like, I'd say maybe the most recent band I'm into is Red. Like, honestly, I'd probably say that Red is the newest band that I'm into. Because they didn't really release music until 2006. And yeah, that's about as recent as I go. Have you listened to the Era? They are very good. I don't know if I've listened to them. I mean, that band name kind of sounds familiar, but I don't know if I've listened to them. The new Red acoustic album is miles better than Aurora. Probably is. I mean, I will admit that new Red Unplugged album is kind of underwhelming. I mean, it's all right. Like, it's not like, oh, it's terrible or anything, but it's just kind of there. Like, that's just how I see it. It's just there, you know. He acts all weird. It's when he eats so much food, and he says to the viewers, "It's your fault." Yeah, right. Same with Joey's World Tour. He's cringe, but not as bad as Nick Cotto. Yeah, I'd probably agree with that. Like, you know, channels like that, I'm just like, the nerve that some people have to post that stuff. I really don't get it. You should listen to the self-titled Era album if you love hard metal and rock. Okay, thanks for the recommendation. Egypt Central is awesome. I got into them this year. Yeah, I got into a lot of bands this year, actually. I would probably say I got into more bands this year than I did last year. That's why they do it. Oh, gosh. Wouldn't surprise me. Did you see all the John Wick movies? Thoughts? Yeah. Seen all three. The third one's probably my favorite. Second favorite would be the first, and my least favorite would be the second. I do like the second one, but, you know, you gotta play favorites here. The fourth one looks like it could be the best one, though. What's the worst band out there? Maybe Theory of a Dead Man? Or Psycho Center? Sorry, Max. I don't know. There's a lot of crappy bands out there. Worst album you ever heard? I don't know. Maybe Lulu. Although I'm sure there's worse stuff than that out there, but who knows? Theory of a Dead Man is not good. Yeah. Yeah, I know that there's some people that really love that band, and I'm just like, I'm sorry, I don't see it. I do not see it. Genuine, not joke. Yeah, I really don't know, to be honest. Because I don't really listen to albums that I dislike, you know. Unironically bad. Yeah, maybe, I don't know, probably a Taylor Swift album. I don't know. The thing is, I don't listen to stuff I don't like, you know. You're looking forward to the new John Wick movie too. Cool. Very cool. Let's see what else. Yeah, there's a lot of cool stuff coming out in 2023. The next movie I'll probably see in theaters is the new Ant-Man, which is in February, and then in March will be the new John Wick, and then in May will be the new Guardians of the Galaxy, and then in June will be the new Indiana Jones, so crazy. Metallica should open for Theory of a Dead Man. Oh, I choked reading that. But yeah, no, absolutely not. That should not happen. Have you seen Terrifier? I've heard about it, but I have not checked it out. The guy that plays Ant-Man is leaving because he hates Elon. Paul Rudd? That's funny. Terrifier is a nasty movie. Don't know much about it. Theory of a Dead Man haven't been good since 2014. They should have called it quits after the album Savages. They should have called it quits after their first album. I mean, I'm of the opinion that they don't have anything good. I mean, like MJ Nation said, they're pretty much Nickelback light. You did a review of Terrifier. Now I'm working on the second movie that came out. Cool. Not long ago. Nice. Yeah, recently I did a James Bond ranking for all of the Daniel Craig James Bond films. Beautiful. Santa Monica was only a somewhat decent song. Oh, Theory of a Dead Man's only a decent song. Okay. I don't know about that one. And if I heard it, I don't remember it, so. What are some vintage rock bands you like? You mean like... just like bands that have been around for years? I mean, obviously, Led Zeppelin, Van Halen, Rush, yes. King Crimson, Genesis. Who else? Oh, Def Leppard. I don't know if you want to call them rock, though. You won't disagree with MJ on that, yeah. I know he said that a few times. But yeah, the whole is Def Leppard rock or metal thing, like, I've always put them in the rock genre. I think to me they're more rock than they are metal. Nickelback light is like Daughtry. Oh, I think Daughtry's better than Nickelback, though. I mean, I'm not a Daughtry fan, but I would rather listen to them than Nickelback. And they have some songs that I don't mind, you know. Like if someone were to turn on one of their songs, like I wouldn't like cringe or anything. But yeah, that's just me though. Never cared for Daughtry. Really, Max? They kind of seem like a band that'd be up your alley, so I'm kind of surprised by that. Scorpions or AC/DC or Leonard Skinner? Scorpions are alright. AC/DC, kind of the same thing, kind of just okay. Leonard Skinner, I haven't really explored them much. Hey Zach, I'm back. Hey, welcome back, Christian. I like Daughtry. Okay. Three Doors Down haven't made a good album since 2008. Okay. You know what? I'm wondering if that's the band I'm thinking of. Because sometimes I get Three Doors Down and Daughtry confused. Which band was it that did the song I think I want to say it's called "It's Not Over" or something. Was it Daughtry or was it Three Doors Down? Because I get these two bands kind of confused. Daughtry is kind of like a pop band. Yeah, kind of. I like a lot of genres, even some classical. Cool. It's Not Over is by Daughtry. Okay. Okay, yeah, maybe I'm not familiar with Three Doors Down then. I don't know. I get the two mixed up sometimes. They've actually played that at my workplace. That's what kind of made me think of it. Has anyone heard or seen? Has anybody seen a video of Josh saying, looking at an old picture of himself, Drake and Josh, and they play Nickelback? Look at this photograph. I have not seen that. Journey is having some fighting in happening right now. They might break up and call it quits. Huh. Never heard anything about that. Yeah, that sounds funny. Nickelback is like watching Joey's World Tour. Maybe. There's a new Transformers movie. Yeah, I think I did see the trailer for that. Yeah, the Transformers films, I think, I mean, I never got super heavily into them, but the new one actually doesn't look too bad. I mean, I heard that they did get a new director. That's not Michael Bay, so it actually, the new Transformers films actually might have a different style to them that might interest me a little more, so we'll see. I mean, I heard the that Bumblebee movie was pretty good, though. Zach, you should check out Good Charlotte. And MJ Nation is here, and he says, I already know Zach wouldn't like Good Charlotte. Yeah, oh well. if I'm not into them, I'm not into them. The new Transformers movie looks really great. Hopefully this time it's about the Transformers this time and not about the humans. Yeah, I can understand where the complaints are coming from. My main issue with the Transformers movies is that they're way too long. I don't know if that's just me, but I mean, I'd be willing to give them another chance. I don't know if I've seen all of them. I think I've seen maybe the first two. And then I think there was one that came out in 2018 that I've seen. But besides that, I don't really remember anything else. Bumblebee movie was good, but Michael Bay put all the focus on that girl. Interesting. I wish my car was a Transformer, right? That'd be cool. Revenge of the Fallen was the best Transformer movie. That was the second one, right? I might have seen that one, but I don't remember. It's way too much explosion. Michael Bay is so turned on by it. Yeah, I mean, I've heard that saying like, oh, this looks like a Michael Bay film. Like that's such a mainstream saying now. Like when something is just so action packed, like they Michael Bay'd this film or whatever. Like You know, that's just how it goes. And I know it's a saying that people use. Yeah, I know Linkin Park did do a song for Transformers, which is cool. Transformers 3 was my favorite Transformers movie. Okay, you know what? I gotta look these up now. Because how many Transformers films actually are there? Transformers movies in order. I know the first one came out in 2007. Okay. All right, so 2007 was Transformers. 2009 was the sequel, Transformers Revenge of the Fallen. The third Transformers, which was in 2011, called Dark of the Moon. The fourth one, which came out in 2014, Age of Extinction. Transformers The Last Knight was in 2017. Okay, that might have been the one that I've seen. And then Bumblebee came out in 2018. And then the new one's coming out in 2023. Okay. All right, cool. So, okay, wow. I don't know why I thought there was way more. Is actually check out Prong, Machine Head, Filter, Corrosion of Conformity, Down, Nail Bomb, POD, Rage Against the Machine, Live, Living Color, and King's X. King's X is a band that I do want to look into, actually. Live, I have heard some of. I do like some of their music. I might give them another chance. Prong, I do know I like. I've heard from them as well. I agree with some of these, MJ. Yeah, there have been 5 Transformers movies, and then there was also the Bumblebee movie. Yeah, that's what I've researched. Yeah, like I said, I think I've seen the first 2, and then The Last Knight. Now, is the new one a reboot, or are they continuing the story of the originals? Age of Extinction, I thought, was better than The Last Knight. Yeah, I don't know if I've seen Age of Extinction. I'll have to binge watch the Transformers films. But yeah, it's interesting hearing all your opinions, though. Like, some of you like the third Transformers, some of you don't, you know. I've never seen it, I don't think so, but I'd be willing to give it a go. Bumblebee was a reboot. Okay. So what about the new one, then? Is that going to be a reboot? Age of Extinction, so bad. I haven't seen The Last Knight. Okay. Yeah, I mean, I saw the trailer for the new one, and it does look pretty good, so... There's also, I saw a new Mission Impossible film coming out. Never seen any of those either, I don't think. But I know it has Tom Cruise in it, so... I mean, that's a plus. Sounds pretty good. Yeah, I'll leave that to you. You know, Zach would love that, yes. vegan, well, nearly vegan me would love that. Paul Rudd was in Halloween 6. Interesting. Didn't know that. Am I too late? You're not that late. I might stream for like maybe another 30 minutes or so. Cool, MJ. I ate it. Cool. You really got to check out all the Mission Impossible movies. I like all of them. The most recent one is maybe the best. I shall do that. Yeah, I mean, I did, like I said, I saw the trailer for the new one, and it does look pretty good. Now, has Tom Cruise been in all of them, or just in the most recent one, or some of them? Because obviously, I mean, you'll have to educate me. I'm not really that familiar. Just ordered a bunch of CDs on Discogs, early Christmas for me. Yeah, I have some CDs coming as well, from eBay. Not a lot, but like a few. Yeah, now I gotta see how many Mission Impossible films there are. I've seen most of the Tom Cruise's movies. There's maybe 2 or 3 I haven't seen, but that's it. Okay. Oh, there's 6 of them. Wow. Okay, I'll have to look this up. Yeah, Mission Impossible movies in order. Oh, so the first one came... Okay, the first one came out in 1996. Wow, I didn't realize it's been around for that long. Second one came out in 2000. Third one came out in 2006. Fourth one came out in 2011. Fifth one came out in 2015. Sixth one came out... Yeah, it came out in 2018. Yeah, you're right. There's been 6 of them. And then the 7th one is coming out next year. Oh, actually, there's one coming out next year and 2024, it looks like. So that's interesting. But yeah, that's another franchise I gotta look into. Yeah, but that's cool. I'm going to buy myself the last 2 CDs. Christmas, I want to open them until Christmas Day. Both are Metallica CDs. Cool. There are no CDs I need right now. I got nothing coming right now. Oh, okay. I remember how crowded it was for the 5th Mission Impossible, since I used to work at a movie theater. Oh, cool. Yeah, the 5th one... Okay, yeah, the 5th one came out in 2015. Mission Impossible 2 has Metallica I Disappear. I think I did hear about that. That's pretty cool. Yeah, I'll probably check out these films as well. Yeah, just more film franchises for me to check out, I guess. So I got this and Transformers to binge on, I guess. And I'll recommend something for you guys, because I doubt a lot of you have seen them. But I recently did a video on the Daniel Craig era of James Bond, and I would recommend checking out those films. Especially Casino Royale and Skyfall. I mean, if you only had to check out 2 of them, I'd say check out those ones. I used to collect cassettes, quickly switch over to CD cassettes. Damage easily, yeah. Yeah, I've never been into cassettes. I mean, I don't have a problem with them, but just never really got into them. Oh, the expanded editions of Master of Puppets and Justice for All? Cool. Yeah, I have both of those. Imagine if you're in the Human Centipede and Nikocado is in front of you. I don't remember much about the Human Centipede, so I don't know if I've ever seen that, actually. But yeah, I'm surprised to see that that Mission Impossible has been around for that long. I thought that, I mean, I knew it's been around for years, but I didn't think it's been around since the 90s. You don't want to see that movie. It's disgusting. Probably not a movie you want to watch while you eat then either. I mean, if I ever do see it, I'll save my appetite, I guess. Okay, Zach, I'm going to take care now. Okay. See ya, Christian. Thanks for joining. Merry Christmas, my friend. Rock on. Same to you. Thanks. The Terrifier movies are something else. Yeah, that's what I've been told. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if I ever will see the Terrifier films. You like Subway? I used to like Subway. They don't really have anything that I like anymore, though, so there is that. I mean, they're not horrible or anything, but I don't know. I think there's better sandwich places out there. Like, obviously, since I'm vegetarian, you know, I'm very picky with what I eat nowadays, so. I'm so psyched to see Metallica and Pantera in 2024. Seems so far away. Yeah, it does. What month in 2024 are you seeing them? Is Wendy's better than Subway? I would probably say so, yes. Okay, so Soulfly self-titled versus Sepultura Roots. Probably Soulfly's self-titled. Roots, I do think, is kind of an overrated album, to be honest. I mean, I do like Sepultura more than Soulfly. At least I think I do. But, yeah. Yeah, I'd probably go with the self-titled Soulfly album. Not till the end of August. Holy crap. So it's not even like in the beginning of the year. Wow. Like, when you said you weren't seeing them till 2024, I was thinking, okay, it's probably like February or something. But I didn't think it'd be that. Yeah, that's a long while. Metallica versus Megadeth. Who's better? I'd probably go with Metallica, but I do like both bands a lot. And like I said, I will be honest. I think that Metallica song, that new song, I think is better than anything on Megadeth's new album, to be honest. Which is a good album, I will say, but I haven't been returning to it that much recently. And I do think it's a step up from Dystopia, but that's not really saying much. Yeah, it will be a while, clearly. That's cool that you're seeing them, though, regardless. Yeah, Metallica is better overall, but Megadeth is more consistent. Fair enough. I'd probably agree with that. Megadeth probably is more consistent. You actually like Dystopia more than the new one? Yeah. I don't know. Maybe it has to do with how long you've been a fan, because I'm sure that you've been a fan longer than I have, and I never really got to experience the Megadeth hype until The Sick, the Dying, and the Dead, so there is that. Because I didn't really get into Megadeth till like 2017 or something like that, so it was like shortly after Dystopia. Thoughts on Radiohead? I never really got into them. Risk is better than Load and Reload. I don't know about that. I mean, that is debatable for sure. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I do find myself enjoying more songs from the Load and Reload albums. I definitely disagree. Yeah, I probably disagree too, MJ, but you know, it is what it is. Top 5 favorite songs of all time, you know I can't do that. I can't do it. I mean, that is tough. I mean, I think I know what songs I might have on that list, maybe contenders. Fade to Black by Metallica would probably be on that list. Do you like Tool? They are a band? Yeah, I do like Tool. I don't listen to them as much as I used to, but I still do like Tool. They're a solid band. I actually have all their albums, you know, which isn't saying much because they only have like 5 of them plus an EP, so there is that. But yeah, Tool's a good band. I should really consider doing a like top 5 or top 15 Tool song video. Probably a top 10, since they don't have that many albums. I love the solo near the end of Fade to Black. Dude, I love everything about Fade to Black. The solo especially. Yeah, Fade to Black is probably my favorite Metallica song. Creeping Death would probably be a very close second for me. Ride the Lightning would probably be my third favorite. Yeah, my top 3 Metallica songs are from Ride the Lightning. So, it's my favorite Metallica album, so there you go. Fade to Black is a total winner. Yeah, for sure. 4th favorite Metallica song would probably be Battery. And my fifth favorite might be One. I don't know. That's tough for me though. Yeah, you know, it's been a while since I've done any like top 10 or top 15 favorite songs from this band or whatever, you know. I'd love to do a VIP for Metallica, but in order to meet any of the band members, I have to pay 4 digits. Ugh, that's really lame. I mean, dude, imagine if you got to meet Metallica, though. Like, that would have to be one of the highlights of your life. Oh, you're gonna get to meet Anthrax. Nice. I knew you were seeing them, but I didn't know you were gonna meet them. That's pretty awesome. I'm kind of jealous, to be honest. I've never done VIP before, but I mean, I would consider it. I mean, I know you have to pay extra, but depending on how much it is, I would consider it. What was your most well-performing video this year? For me, it was a video on my Lexus. It got 14,000 views. Cool. Yeah, I don't know what mine would be. It's a good question, though. I don't know. I've gotten into airlines recently. Never heard of them. It was around 150 for Anthrax VIP. Not too bad. Could be worse. Yeah, not too bad, I guess. Especially if you have a good paying job, you know. Maybe a Demon Hunter video. Those are popular on my channel. Yeah, I've noticed that. Maybe. Yeah, my Demon Hunter videos do get a lot of views, so. And I think a part of that does have to do with me being the Demon Hunter guy on YouTube, so there is that. I mean, you know, like, I'm usually considered the guy to go to when they want to see, like, Demon Hunter, like, reviews and stuff. But yeah, I mean, I at least have a little bit of a legacy going on, right? You know, like I'm the most famous Demon Hunter guy on YouTube, basically, arguably. I mean, I know there's other channels that are bigger than mine that have covered Demon Hunter stuff, but I don't know. Yeah, but I would like to see I'd like to at least go to a couple concerts next year as well. I mean, depending on who's coming to town, I'll consider going. If Dream Theater ever came to town, I'd definitely go see them. I mean, like, I know MJ Nation asked this in a Q&A, but in the Q&A actually, but about, you know, what bands would I like to see live. I mean, Dream Theater is one of those first bands that come to mind of bands I want to see next. I mean, I'd love to see Rush if they were still together and if Neil Peart was still alive, but oh, the band, yes. I think they're still touring and stuff, so I don't know. I'd like to see them too. You know what's a really good movie during the holiday season? Home Alone. Yeah. Have you ever seen any of those movies, part 1 and 2? Yeah, I've seen the first 4 of them, I think. I know that they got a new actor for 3 and 4. Like, it's not that same kid from the first 2. I mean, obviously the originals are the best, so. The second one I probably do like more. It probably is my favorite of the Home Alone series, the second one. But yeah, I don't know. The first 2, I mean, obviously they're considered classics. But yeah, I don't mind those movies. I mean, I don't really watch them on a regular basis, but they're not bad. Rush needs to open for Nickelback. Yeah, I don't think so. Trying to get a band together. Thoughts on a name? Yeah, I can't help you on a band name. I'm horrible at that stuff. Home Alone is funny. Yeah, it is. I used to especially like those films when I was younger. Especially the parts when he was building the traps for the bad guys. I just remember when I was younger, I couldn't wait for that part in every movie. I mean, really funny. So, can someone help trying to find a way to dial Destiny on the telephone? I can't seem to find it. Nice. The first 2 Home Alone movies are the ones to watch. The others are garbage. Yeah, probably. I mean, honestly, if you were to just check out the first 2, you'd be fine without checking out any more. Sup, Ridge here. Hey, what's going on, Ridge? I think I'm watching Home Alone 1, 2, and 3. Such a stupid subtitle. Yeah, the subtitle, I'm like... It's, I'm not that crazy about it, to be honest. You watched the first 3 Home Alone movies? Okay. Yeah, I think I've seen the first 4 of them, actually. I don't know how many there are, but I know I've seen 1, 2, 3, and 4. I don't know if that's all there is, or... But, yeah. Yeah, the traps in Home Alone are not survivable. The 2 thieves would have died instantly, yeah. Yeah, especially that one part. Because wasn't there, like, a hole in the floor or something, and the guy falls through? I'm like, wouldn't that fall, like, okay, if it doesn't kill him, it should injure him pretty severely, right? Like, he shouldn't even be able to get back up and move, you know? And there's also a part in the second one where he gets electrocuted or something, one of the guys do, and I'm just like... And he survives that, and it's like, okay... I guess, you know, logic out the window. Have you noticed a lot of edgy satanic fans only attack Christianity, but then call any criticism of Islam Islamophobic? Yep. See, that's what I don't understand about these people, man. Yeah, these social justice warriors, they're constantly at it. I don't know, the metal community gets me, man. That's all I'll say. Why didn't the thieves just use guns? Good question. I mean, but again, it's not supposed to be realistic. And those movies are supposed to be more family friendly, I guess, so, you know. Obviously, you know, they don't want it to be too extreme or anything like that, so. Let's see. Do you like Stranger Things? Never really got into Stranger Things. You might recognize me on Instagram. Okay. The new Indiana Jones trailer is pretty cool. Kind of hyped for it. Yeah, I'm looking forward to it as well. I mean, I'm a little nervous by it, just by the stuff that I've heard about the ending, because more than likely they'll kill off Indiana Jones, and yeah, I imagine it is going to be more emotional, but whatever. I know that some people are saying, oh, the movie's already ruined. It's ruined. Just give it time, guys. Give it time. There should be a horror movie called Social Justice Warriors. Maybe. But yeah, the double standards of some people. You sent Bryce Talks Metal a package? Cool. Yeah, I'm cool with Bryce. I mean, he's collabed on the channel before. Shared on his last CD update. That's cool. Yeah, Bryce is a cool guy. He's doing pretty well for himself too, I've noticed, so you know, glad I got to collab with him. I want to say we collabed last June, was it? I mean, I'd be willing to collab with him again sometime, but we'll see. Do a stream with Cover Killer Nation. Okay, couple of things there. Cover Killer Nation has me blocked, actually, on pretty much everything. And also, he's not doing YouTube anymore, so I don't know what's going on with him nowadays, so I mean, Cover Killer Nation is from my area, but who cares? Do a stream with Metal Meltdown. Yeah, that'll be the day. Yeah, Metal Meltdown gets me, man. Like, I'll never forget that time I made that Todd Latour rant, and he ended up commenting on it. It's like, dude, you never commented on my videos before, but the moment I talk about something that you're so passionate about, you know, he just suddenly shows up. Like, oh, you're making a video about social justice warriors? I am offended. What a guy, man. Just what a guy. I'll say that. Who's Cover Killer Nation? He is arguably the pioneer of music reviewing. Like, he's the one that started the whole music reviewing thing on YouTube. He lives like 30 minutes from me too, so there is that. His video on Five Finger Death Punch's new album is hilarious. I don't think I've checked that one out. Do you like Billy Joe Armstrong? I like a couple Green Day songs, but I'm not really a fan. Like, I wouldn't really consider myself a fan of them or anything. Yeah, let me check real quick. Like, did Cover Killer Nation come back? No. Yeah, he hasn't uploaded anything in a year, which is a stream, but his last actual video was 2 years ago. Not a fan of Green Day? Yeah, I'm not either. I mean, I like a couple songs, but, you know. But yeah, that was funny how the Metal Meltdown... You know, I kind of think that someone told him to check out the video, like someone who I was cool with at one point, but then suddenly stopped talking to me. Probably told him about the video because he knew darn right well that he'd get triggered by it, so he just checked it out. And, you know, because apparently everyone in the metal community has to have the same political opinions, which is just really ridiculous. Like, oh yeah, how dare I not think the same way you do? How Green Day is more popular than Breaking Benjamin blows my mind. Yeah, I mean, obviously Breaking Benjamin, I think, does deserve more popularity, but, you know, it is what it is. Todd Latour seeing Nick Cotton in skinny jeans. Oh gosh. Yeah, Todd Latour is another one. It's probably that Alex Kawa, yeah. I haven't seen a video from him in a while. What did Metal Meltdown say? Well, I actually did end up removing the video, but it still might be privatized, so I'm actually going to look for it right now. See if it's on my channel, and then I'll find his comment. Yep. The video still exists, but is it unlisted? It's privatized. Alright, so I'll unlist it for a bit and then just check the comments. Because I don't think you can see the comments if it's a private video. It's got 0 comments. That's weird. Okay, yeah, it doesn't look like... Yeah, but I know he commented on that video, so I don't know what happened. Or you know what? Let me see here. Maybe if I go to, like, newest comments. Like, maybe if I sort the comments. What metalcore bands that are conservative do you listen to? The only one I can think of is Demon Hunter. I mean, I don't know if they're conservative, but they're a Christian band, so... I mean, I assume that their views lean more that direction, but... Yeah. Okay, here we go. I just had to... press newest first. Wow, this got a lot of comments. Joshua Wilson. I mean, I had some people agree with me. Yeah, I'm a little suspicious. Because Quest for Metal and Jamie Horsley, who now goes by Discovery Metal Legion, I mean, they also commented on this video. Which, you know, is fine, but... I don't know, like, that's just weird. I feel like there's something I'm not being told. Like, there's something going on behind the scenes. She probably deleted it, yeah. Hello, AJ. Hope you're well. Hope you're doing well too, AJ. Thank you so much for joining. But yeah, I don't know, man. Like, I have my doubts, like, about certain people in the metal community. Like, am I a laughingstock to some of these people? Like, because that's what I feel like anyways, but who even knows? Yes, you are. Okay, well, you're a laughing stock to the stream, I guess. The scene core is horrible when it comes to conservatives being welcomed in the scene. See, I wouldn't know because I don't really listen to much scene core stuff. Does Jamie have different political views? I don't think so, which is why I kind of think it's weird. Like, I mean, I don't think he does, but I mean, we don't know. I mean, I don't want to assume things, so I'll just let that go. Seen core bands as like Pierce the Veil. Yeah, I'm not into those type of bands. Never really had been. I mean, maybe back in my first year of college, I would have been more open to those bands, but I'm not really into them. The Strokes, I never really checked them out. Alex Caldwell is too far left for these streams. We don't see that dude here no more. Yeah, dude, I remember Alex got triggered by something that I said, and I'm just like, man, like, how could you get triggered over the most petty thing? I think it was something like I said, like, I'd be disappointed if my kid was this way or that way. I don't remember what the case was, but it's like, it's not like I said, oh, if my kid was this way, I would disown them or something. Like, it's not like I said that, you know? No scene kid bands, yeah. Yeah, I don't know, man. I'm sick of people taking things the wrong way. Like, oh wow, Zach, why would you say that? Why would you be that way? Well, I don't know, Alex. Why would, you know, why do you get offended by silly things? How do you handle different hardcore role? Surviving life archives. That's kind of difficult. If the music is pretty good, but their political viewpoints are crap, I just try to separate my personal views. Yeah, that's the way I am too. Now, the thing is with me is I feel like you have to draw a line somewhere. You know, I may not like Todd Latour's viewpoints, but and I understand that there's other bands out there that have similar viewpoints that he has, but obviously they're not as vocal about it as he is. So I think that's why it's easier for me to separate the two things when it comes to other bands, and why I can't do it with Todd Latour, because I mean, Todd Latour is just out there. I'll just say that. Oh, dude. Lost Prophets. Dude, that guy is horrible. Yeah, that guy... Like, that's... No. Absolutely not for me. That is definitely one of those cases where I cannot separate the art from the artist. If it comes to supporting late term, you know what, like, 9 months though, I'm not buying your music. Fair enough. Yeah, I mean, I can somewhat understand that. Like, if Todd Latour, like, if this is just how he was, like, in 2021, and then he cooled down, I'd probably forgive him, just move on. But he's still like this. I mean, he's still, you know, a D-bag, to put it simple. But yeah, I will admit, sometimes I do have a hard time separating the art from the artist, but it depends. It does depend on the situation. Like, yes, even though I've moved on, you know, from, you know, the Tim Lambesis situation, you know, sometimes I will admit that it is tough. It's tough listening to them, knowing what occurred, but, you know, I don't hold it against Tim Lambesis anymore because it's of the past now. But you know, and I know that some people have walked away from the band because of this, but you know, whatever. Did you listen to Lost Prophets before his arrest? I never got into Lost Prophets. I might have been familiar with maybe like one song, but that was it. But besides that, not really. For me, it's hard to separate the art from the artist with Green Day, considering supporting fans. Yeah, that's not right. Like he should be thankful for people who are actually fans. You know, I mean that's not cool. R. Kelly is behind bars. I don't know who that is. Yeah, same here, Pink Hide. I don't know. I'm like, who's R. Kelly? Unless it's like short for something, you know. Yeah, I don't know. Like, people really do let political nonsense get in the way of things, and it's just like. And you know, people on Todd Latour's social media, they're even telling him that, like, hey man, you're alienating your fan base. Do you not realize that? Like, and he is. And I'm one of those people who have walked away. Like, I can't even listen to the Jeff Tate stuff. Because, I mean, Todd Latour really, he really ruined it for me, man. He did. In the liberal metal scene, they are more forgiving of Ian Watkins than have conservative views, and it's sad. Yeah, you know what? You're exactly right, Ridge. I was just saying something similar before. How people like that, you know, people who are actually registered, you know what's, you know, actually get a pass. And, you know, if you're on the more spiritual side, you're just an outcast. You don't deserve any respect or anything. You're really exposing yourself there, SJWs, you know? And I've said that from the get-go. You never heard anyone defend Ian? Yeah, I haven't either, but, you know, I was using an example. What if Joey's World Tour became president? God forbid. Even worse, Nick Ocado. Nick Ocado is president. We wouldn't want that. Could you just imagine, though? Like, good God. All right, JT, you're getting annoying now. Yeah, I don't know why I can't remove him. But yeah, I don't think anyone should defend Ian. Well, I hope you're happy, JT. I'm unable to remove you. If only one of my mods were here to do it. I was wondering, and I was wondering this recently, actually. Didn't We Came as Romans put out a new album recently? Speaking of that whole scene or whatever. I'm actually going to look that up. Because I heard somewhere where they were releasing a new album. Okay, they did release a new album. Dark Bloom, that's what it's called. Interesting. I'm actually of the opinion that We Came as Romans should have called it a career after the passing of Kyle. Because, in my opinion, they're not the same band without him. Okay. No one is speaking. I don't know if it's because of me. Okay, yeah, you guys are speaking. Yeah, I don't know why my phone does this, where it's not showing the whole chat. That band is terrible. The White House would stink really badly. Well, I hate to tell you, Prison Metaler, but it probably already does. Put me as a mod, I can do it. Yeah, I don't know why I didn't make you a mod already, Prison Metaler, so yeah, I'll do that. Yeah, I made you a mod. You're happy? Alright, JT. I don't want to disrespect them, but I can never put it into them because his vocalists were never my thing. What's my favorite soft All That Remains song? I assume you mean one of their ballads? Probably... I do like Asking Too Much. I think that's an underrated song, actually. I've always really liked that song. I assume you mean Phil Labante's vocals? Or are you talking about We Came as Romans? Far From Home, yeah. Not really into it. I don't really like a lot of the stuff on the second half of Madness. There is some good stuff in the first half of that album, though. But yeah. I do like Safe House and the title track. Those are probably my favorites on the album, but... And If I'm Honest is an okay song as well, but yeah, most of the album is kind of meh for me. Nothing I Can Do is a cool song. Yeah, it's not bad. This Thunder Rolls, right? Yeah, that was, and I'm not really crazy about that cover. Would be Phobia, 1X, Let the Ocean Take Me, Reincarnate. Cool. Yeah, I know that some of my favorite albums of all time would be Ride the Lightning by Metallica, which is arguably my favorite album ever. Rust in Peace by Megadeth, Moving Pictures by Rush, maybe Images and Words by Dream Theater as well. Top 5 favorite bands. White Pony, Deftones. Yeah, White Pony is a great album. Hoping to get Ride the Lightning for Christmas? Well, that'd be a great Christmas gift. Breaking Benjamin, Lost Prophecy, Amity Affliction. Motionless in White. And Don't Judge Me, but Imagine Dragons. Oh. Well, you're worried about people judging you for Imagine Dragons, but you also have Lost Prophets and Motionless in White. I'm just messing. But yeah, I hear you. Yeah. But yeah, when it comes to Deftones, I would say Around the Fur is my favorite. White Pony would be a very close second for me, though. What else would I have on my favorite albums of all time list? Um, um, your favorite Deftones album is probably White Pony. Cool. Thanks for the mod. No problem. I trust you enough. Oh, now my phone is working with the stream again. Separate art from the artist after. Okay, well, every actor could be the same. Couldn't watch any media. Yeah, fair enough. But yeah, I do like the Gore album, but it is one of my least favorites. I do like Prayers, Triangles, Doomed User, Hearts. What is it called? Hearts, whatever it's called. Phantom Bride. Great song. Back to School is my favorite Deftones song. Never was crazy about that one. Do you like Flyleaf? Never got into them. You like the Ohms album? Yeah, I do like that album. To me, it's a step up from Gore. I think Ohms is maybe their best. Well, yeah, probably their best since Koyo no Kon, if that's how you say it. I mean, I wouldn't say that Ohms is one of their best, but I do think it's a great album still. Rats, Rats, Rats is probably the most underrated Deftones song I've heard. Yeah, it's a good one. Title of a record by Filter blew my mind. Yeah, Filter is a band I'd maybe like to check out. Wish me luck, Zach. Just turned 18 and going to college next year. Not to be indoctrinated, of course. Well, nice, man. Yeah, congrats on college. What are you going to college for? I mean, obviously to not be indoctrinated. But yeah, I don't know what it is about colleges that, like, you know. I went to a community college for a number of years, and even those colleges are very like SJW leaning. A media communications degree, so I can be an independent journalist. Cool. Yeah, well, good luck with that. I mean, I have a film degree, and I mean, obviously, I'm not making films for a living, so just hope that you are doing what you want to do, because unfortunately, there's no guarantee that you know, you'll receive what you went to college for. I mean, that's what I was hoping. I mean, it still could happen, of course. Like, I could still be making films for a living. That's what I hope to do one of these days anyway, but I mean, we'll see what happens. It's all you can do, right? I like the Vengeance Zone series, Zach. Thank you, Pink Hide. Glad you liked it. Honestly, I think if you're determined and savvy, Meet the right people, you can create knockout content. Yeah. Well, like the saying goes, it's not what you know, it's who you know. That is the case sometimes. Teachers hype it up like go to college. You're guaranteed success, but it's not that simple. Yeah, exactly. I mean, I know that there's some people that make it, but you're right, it's not that simple. But yeah, I do want to start scripting for my next series, actually. But the thing is, I know I probably won't be filming for a little while, so that's why I haven't scripted yet. I mean, I have talked to a guy who's helped me with some of my films before, who had some really good ideas, so I think I'm going to take some of his inspirations, kind of work with that a little bit, so... because I do have ideas for the next film I want to work on. Why are you asking yourself if you like Roger Brown? Yeah, I might start wrapping up here soon. Maybe like 10 more minutes. I'll give this stream like 10 more minutes, so if you guys have anything you'd like to say, now would be the time. Did you ever regret purchasing any album after buying it because of the price? Yeah, for sure. I would maybe say Tool's latest album. I paid like $50 for that, and it, looking back, it just wasn't worth it. I mean, nowadays you can find it for maybe around $20. That's probably the cheapest you can get it is probably like around $15 or $10, but who knows. And this was, of course, around when it came out, so it was a little pricey for the time being. And it was like, dude, I remember when that album came out. I mean, it was huge. Like, it's crazy. You literally saw Maynard at your work a couple years back? What? Really? He's very short. Dude, that's crazy. What was he doing? You got Fit for a King's Creation Destruction. It's a reprint. Okay. Tool or Meshuggah? Definitely Tool. Meshuggah kind of fell off for me. I mean, I don't mind their music. I still think they're a pretty solid band, but I don't know. I just don't really listen to them. Not like I used to. I know that they've put out a new album, I think this year. He avoided you? That's funny. Opiate or Robson? Opiate. I'll see you later. Okay, Prison Meddler. See ya. Thanks for joining. It's kind of melodic for them. I got you. Yeah, this stream definitely turned out better than my last stream. The one that I tried to do, because it crashed, basically. Yeah, Maynard seems like an interesting guy. Like, I don't know. Like, I think he's a talented guy, but I don't know. There's something weird about him, I think. And you know, like, not many people scare me, you know? Like, I don't easily get scared by people, but I don't know. I just feel like if I if I ever ran into him anywhere, I'd probably be a little scared, but who knows? But if you said he's short, I mean, I'm short too, but I mean, he might be a cool guy, but who knows? He was dressed very hipster on purpose, I think, to throw people off. Interesting. I can usually respect different opinions, but when it comes to anti-Christian, yeah, yeah, it depressed me trying to understand the logic. Yeah, I mean, what's good for one must be good for the other, right? You know, they might not upfront admit it, but they do believe that, you know, they're superior to people just because of their Christianity. Now, I think we should respect everyone, you know. Like, obviously, you know, if I ever made a friend that was Muslim or something, I wouldn't have a problem with that, but you know, so I don't believe in discriminating against anyone, you know. But, you know, like you said, going by their logic, like, they should be able to respect people who are Christians as well. It really is that simple. I'd be scared to run into Ian Watkins. Well, hopefully he's put away for a long time. I actually heard something somewhere where that he's still committing crimes even while he's in prison. Like like when I heard that, I'm like, this dude is messed up. Yeah, I don't know what's with that guy or what went wrong with him, but something happened to him along the way. Something had to. Who's messed up? We're talking about the guy from Lost Prophets. He was messaging. Oh wow. Yeah, weren't like the parents like okay with this? Like that's unreal to me, man. I don't even know what to say about that. They claim they were. Oh, so the mothers were as well. That is something. Blows my mind, man. Yeah, I probably will be wrapping up here shortly, though. Something most people don't know because I read. Tat. You mean attracted to to dogs too? Yeah, attracted. You meant to say yeah. That's something else that I can't understand. Like, but you never know. The SJWs they might try to push equality for that too. You know, try to make normalize being attracted to animals. I mean, it just makes you wonder how far will they take it. Like at what point does it become unacceptable? Because they want to make these weird things acceptable, but at what point do you make it unacceptable? It's like they want to just like make everything backwards. Like, oh, this is normal. This thing is normal. Oh, well, we need to change that. Seriously, like, come on. Give it 10 years and it will be accepted. I wouldn't be surprised. Hopefully, in 10 years, things will be more normal. Hopefully, being normal will be considered the cool thing. Goals in 2050 be like, oh gosh. Yeah. That's crazy, man. Yeah, I don't know. Just all these things that they want to find acceptable. Heck no, I don't like him. Not at all. Well, Ridge, it looks like you're the only one here, so I think it's time to wrap up here. So, yeah, whoever is still here, thank you so much for joining. It's been a pretty cool stream, some good chat. So, yeah, not sure when I'll stream again. Knowing how I am, it probably won't be till next month or so. But, yeah. Thank you, Ridge, MJ Nation, Pink-Eyed, Brian, Andrew, Rachel Rice. Who else was here? Oh, yeah, Prison Meddler. Jan. Who else? Whoever else was here. Kyle Keith, AJ, all you guys, thank you so much for joining. So, yeah, see you around. Have a good night.